Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to ReeYees Retro Toys. On today's episode, I'm going to show you guys a little something different. I've been wanting to renovate my toy room lately. I wanted to get rid of some of the shelving in here, the bookcases, and put in some more traditional track shelving that you can pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot. I need a little bit more space to display my loose collection, my growing loose collection of vintage toys, so I thought this would be the best way to go about it. So I'm going to take you on this process and use a little time-lapse magic to show you how this is going to turn out. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's check it out. So here's the beginning of my project here. I am taking all of the stuff off of my Toys R Us end cap, which housed a lot of my boxed and carded Star Wars figures.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They've got the best for so much less, you really flip your lid.
From bikes to trains to video games, it's the biggest toy store there is.
I don't want to grow up, cause maybe if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid.
More games, more toys, oh boy! I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
And I took down all the carded figures that was in this corner here. And see here, I have it all piled up here until I move it into its new location. There's all my Star Wars stuff. And then on the other side here, this is all the carded action figures that were on that wall, kind of piled up there. What I'm doing is putting in track shelving. I went to Lowe's this past weekend and picked up these track shelves and brackets. Here's the shelves. They're 48 inches long and about 16 inches wide. I wanted to get a little bit more depth to my shelving and display. So I'm hoping to display carded figures still on the wall in the back, but then still be able to put my loose collection in the front. So I will keep you guys informed of how this goes and videotape this process.
Throw my boots in, I pick up my hat. Don't know if I'm ever coming back. All I know, I'm gonna keep on riding these roads. I know I'm gonna go against my will. Gonna keep going till I get my fill. Hypnotized by the draw of riding these roads. Well, I waste my time singing songs and drinking cheap wine. Cause with the rest of mine keeps me searching for the end of the line, yeah. I hear the train calling out my name, and I'm sure I'll never be the same, but I know I'm gonna keep on riding.
Okay, so I moved my Star Wars end cap out of here, out of my main toy room. But as you can see, with two 48-inch shelves along that wall, that means I'm also going to have to remove this bookcase. I kind of thought that was going to happen based on the measurements, but I just wanted to double check before I actually went to town and started moving that bookshelf with my He-Man and Gobots and other things on it. So my room's kind of a mess right now. The Toys R Us display end caps, they're not the easiest things to move. They fall apart rather easily. So there's the base. I got it set up out here in the main area. So I'm going to try to put all my vintage back on that and maybe more of the modern stuff on that bookcase. That bookcase I'm going to move over here into that corner. So we'll see how it looks.
The working day is at an end. We jump inside the truck and break the oldies loud and light a cigarettes, and we drive.
Alright guys, I have the track shelving up now, and I'm starting to place things. Of course, this is going to be much like Tetris, which of course a lot of us played a lot of as children. So I'm going to try to get my collection in here as nice and neatly as possible. I've got quite a few things on the floor here, like my Gobots, some wrestling, and all my He-Man. I'm going to take that modern Star Wars stuff and put it out into the main basement area, and I gotta hang all that carded stuff up again. But you can see I started rehanging some of the wrestling stuff on that wall, and up there I figured I'd put my rings up there as well. I have the old San Francisco WCW ring with sound, as well as the original Jack's Monster ring, and then the pretty rare Survivor Series pack and the ringside microphone. So, and if you come out here, this is where I'm going to put the new, well not new, but the Power of the Force stuff from the 90s. I'm going to squeeze it onto that shelf there. And then here, I already set up my Star Wars display back on the Toys R Us end cap. Very similar to how I had it in the actual toy room, but I'm trying to separate it a little bit. I'm just going to have the vintage boxes here on the shelves. I'm of course going to have the Power of the Force figures on with the vintage carded as well, because I just don't have anywhere else to put the Power of the Force cards. But I think it looks pretty cool. So I will continue to videotape some updates on how the project is going. I think it's going to be nice. So we'll see. Okay, so here is the finished product as of right now. I got a lot of the display items moved onto the track shelving. All the stuff that was on the floor is now up here. I was also able to empty this shelf, this bookcase, other than the top, the New Kids on the Block. That housed a lot of my wrestling stuff, and so I was able to move that down there. The LJNs are super heavy due to them being solid plastic, like rubber-like plastic. So I wanted to make sure and put them on the bottom shelf, not have a lot of stress on the upper shelves. And my AWA ring there, Remco AWA, and I put my Dick Tracy under there. There's the wrestling ring, and some random stuff here like Willow, crash test dummies, and socket poppers. There's my growing M.A.S.K collection.
A new racing team is shifting into gear. M.A.S.K.
Pull over, Bullet. Uh-oh, got a bit of iguana on my tail. Bulldog, prepared to assist.
M.A.S.K vehicles each sold separately with a figure.
Hand over the bike or feel my blade. Engage hover mode. We're going fishing.
M.A.S.K,
Bulldog, fire!
where illusion is the ultimate weapon. M.A.S.K, Bulldog, Iguana, and Bullet each sold separately. New from Kenner.
M.A.S.K and C.O.P.S and Crooks were kind of the catalyst behind this room transformation, because the collections were growing and I wanted to display them but I did not have any shelf space left. So I decided to go this route. There's the Gobots and the carded stuff behind it there. Oh, and there is Puzzler. I haven't told you guys yet, but I was able to find Jigsaw on eBay relatively cheap. I think I got him for like $4. And so I was able to complete my Puzzler combiner figure, which is awesome. I love it. Love that guy. And much like many of you, I'm sure, been picking up the Masters of the Universe Origins figures at Walmart. Really enjoying those. These are my doubles. I couldn't help it. I had to buy a few and open just to mess around with them. I think they're pretty cool. And I love seeing my Masters of the Universe displayed like this. They were really cramped in that bookcase. And it gives me a whole new appreciation for them displayed like this. The colors and the detail. And it makes me remember how many of these I actually have. I mean, I don't have a ton of them, and not complete. It actually made me make a list of the accessories that I need. So the next time I'm out and about, probably at DME, I'll check some of their accessories, see if I can complete some of them. And then there's more wrestling stuff up there. My Hulk Hogan. And WCW. I moved over here. I got my Galoobs out so I can see my Galoobs better. I still need all those European exclusives for the WCW Galoob figures. So I think it looks pretty good. Again, I'll move these bookcases out and put another 4-foot section in over here to kind of complete the track shelving. And it'll give me a lot more space to display loose items. Yeah, there's the Cops and Crooks. I was able to get out, and I put the cards up there. The Pee-wee. And then here's where I moved the one bookcase out. I put the Episode 1 and 90s Power of the Force boxed items out here.
They are good. They are evil. They are alien. They are wise. And they are available. At Toys R Us, you can find the complete collection from Star Wars Episode 1. It's a selection of epic proportions, and they are waiting. Toys R Us.
And you can even see these a little bit better, because these were all crammed onto the Toys R Us end cap, which is right here behind me. And again, I already told you I'm just putting vintage stuff there, so I think it's coming along nicely. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I still have room left to put some loose items on, well, at least these two shelves. Alright guys, so there it was, my newly renovated toy room. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for all of your vintage toy hunting and toy video needs. Thank you for watching, and keep on hunting.
See my baby's going out tonight, going trick or treat. Gonna search for the ghouls and goblins to make us incomplete.